What's good, people? It is the one, the only ItsJusBrandon Podcast, making your Wednesday evening that much more exciting. I'm glad you guys could be with me this evening. I look forward to dropping a podcast with a actual recording microphone and a pop thing, whatever you call it. But anyway, I'm happy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good despite the fact that I'm on a new work schedule. Yes, your boy is on a brand new work schedule. I wake up at 4:40. Well, actually, no. My alarm goes off at 4:55. I take 5 minutes to get myself together. 5 o'clock, bang, I'm up. I'm training, whether it's the upper body, lower body, the core, the back, the legs, whatever. I'm working it from 5 a.m. till 6 a.m. Then from 6 a.m. till 7 a.m., I am eating, making my breakfast. Normally, that consists of a 4 to 6 egg omelette, because that is the best way to start the day. Then after that, from 7 till 8, your boy writes, and I'm either writing something episodically or something for the Good Guys Guide to Keep the Girl, which I've been putting pictures out if you guys have been on the Insta or the Twitter. You guys will see I've been doing that. Yeah, it's helped me a lot because I realize there's so many things that I'm doing, I don't have enough time to do them all. It's like I really don't have enough time to do them all in my normal schedule. So I work from, say 8 till about 4. Then from 4 till 5, I do something active. Then 5 till 6, I do something that's more written, whether it's a script or some ideas or some jokes or whatever. Then from 4 to 5, then 6 to 7, I do something active again. Because if I don't do anything active, if I came home from work and I tried to do something like written from 4 to 6, I'm falling asleep. My body works like this. I will fall to sleep. I will fall to sleep if I am doing something that my body feels is boring. If my body identifies it as boring, I'll fall asleep. I don't even gotta be tired. If I'm doing something, or if I'm not doing something, or I'm sitting down, if the activity is one where there's very minimal movement, there's nothing really engaging, and it's hot, I am going to fall asleep. You will hear snoring in no time. But yeah, so it's been really good to, do the new work schedule because it's meant that I've got a lot more stuff done. It's meant that I felt a lot better, and it's meant that I don't fall asleep as much during work. But yeah. So yeah, and not only that, what else have I been doing in my own personal life? I have gotten a new playlist. A new playlist in the sense of new music I listen to. I know normally the last podcast of every month is a music podcast, but this was going to be a normal podcast. I'm going to do another music one next month. It'll be bigger, it'll be better, it'll be more music and stuff. So next one, definitely. But the music I'm listening to now, I brought it back. Way back. I'm talking like, the OJs. I'm talking Shy Lights, Delphonics, the Stylistics. You are everything, and everything is you. Oh, you are everything. I'm talking way back. Bobby Womack. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. Girl, I'm talking bringing it way back. Al Green, I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of on my own. Won't you help me, girl, as soon as you can? Because those songs make me feel really good. And they put me in a good vibe. This isn't dissing any music that's out nowadays. I mean, I love to hear how Rick Ross is the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I think that's cool. It's funny but it's cool to hear how Meek Mill's money turned into a monster. It's cool. But that doesn't leave me with a good feeling inside. When I listen to something like If You Think You're Lonely Now, or tired of being alone, or something, the style, or the Shy Lights. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Oh, why did you have to leave and go away? Oh goodness. Oh, that just leaves me with some good feelings inside, and it is a really good way to start my day. It helps me be more creative. It helps me be more focused, so my playlist has changed dramatically. And I still listen to some rap and some hip-hop every now and then, but overall, I keep it really, really dedicated to, you know, just the old school feel-good music. Yes. Now, I have to do a new segment. And it's not a big segment, but I have to do this because I've been getting a lot of support. A lot of support from a lot of different people, mainly on the Twitter. And I have to acknowledge these people because these people are awesome. So, let me put this out there. First off is Afro Solarin on Twitter. Brother, thank you for, you know, whether it's liking, retweeting, favoriting, or replying to, you know, the tweets I put out about the podcast. Thank you. Because a lot of people will say, no, I support you, but they don't do anything to back up what they say. So for someone to put in effort, to put in some type of action to back up the saying, or even they ain't even got to say nothing, just to show the action, it shows that people appreciate the work that you're, you know, doing. And I've got to show I appreciate the appreciation that's shown towards me. You know, gratitude is all it's about. So thank you, Afro Solarian. On, you know, I thank you from the podcast. If I had, you know, an address or somebody send you a shirt, if I had a shirt, well, thank you, police. But there they go. They've been really busy recently. Probably stopping and searching someone. Anyway, so yes, thank you. Next one goes out to Overlays. Overlays. On Overlays is a app, I believe. You have a Twitter account, and it's but you've been favoriting a lot of my stuff, mainly over the whole iTunes stuff, which I'm on. Yay! So thank you very much, Overlays. I appreciate that, all the support that you're giving to the podcast. And last, but by no means least, the Camden Comedy Room. Now I'm gonna put this out there, and I'm gonna plant a seed for anyone who has the, you know, forward-thinking ability. Camden Comedy Room is a place that is giving away they're like free hiring of their comedy room. So if you have a one-man show, or if you have like some type of event that you're putting on and you need somewhere that seats 50 people, yeah, 50. It may not be, you know, 35,000, but do you have 35,000 people that's going to watch it? Most likely no. If you get 50 people to watch your show or your performance and they each know one person, you just got 100 people. Easily. And for all those people in college or sixth form or even university, and you're in the performing arts and you know people that are into it, and you guys have always wanted to put together a showcase of something, this place is where you need to holler at. It's up until July, so get at them. Camden Comedy Room on Twitter. Maybe get the @ just to be sure. I want to get the @ I'm sorry. I really think it's unprofessional to like look up things on Twitter on this, but you know, if I don't, then you guys won't know. So yeah. Well, yeah, if you have an event, think about it. You can build your show reel whilst in education. You know, I mean, a lot of people try to like just do all the things in one sitting. If I knew what I knew now, whilst in college, 3 days a week, I would have been performing the other 2 days out the week that I wasn't in college. That's what I've been doing, you know? That was my keyboard. So, yeah, definitely get at this place if you feel that it's, you know, down your street. And if you're a performer, you have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose at all. Let's see, where am I? There you go. Camden Comedy Room. That is at Camden Room. It's a 50-seat comedy and variety venue in Camden. They are currently seeking regular nights and one-off shows for the program. No higher fees for shows, and it opens July 2015. So anyone who definitely wants to do something along those lines, get at them, you know? Whether you're, you know, 16, 17, 18, get at them ASAP, because you can never start performing too early. You can never start performing too early. So definitely, and yeah, thank them because they've been favoriting so many of the podcast tweets. So many, I think episodes 7, 8, and 9, they favorited it, you know? And it's like, it's nice to know that I'm appreciated by a room, a comedy room, because, you know, your boy does comedy. So it's good to have that type of appreciation. So actually, you know what? I'm going to follow them, bang! Right now, because I wasn't following them. So yes, they had 2001, now they got 2000, no, is it? Yeah, my bad. They had 941, now they got 942 followers, because your boy is following them. So yes, definitely get at them. Alright, and that's all from my shout outs. Anyone else? Oh yeah, Leon Rogers. Thank you, brother. I'm going to do this right now, because this actually, I had to salute this. This dude asked me a question after seeing, you know, my whole tweets about, you know, any questions, holla at your boy. So the question, I'm going to do questions right now because I don't really have many questions this week. So I'm going to knock this one out. I say I don't have many. I mean, I got like one. So let's see. Where is it? Yes, I'm being unprofessional, and if you don't like it, you can chill and ease up. Here we go. All right. It's Just Brandon. What was it like to work with TCO on his music video? For those of you who don't know, I was on TCO's video, which is on, this is on his YouTube channel, which is actually a Vivo channel, which is crazy. Crazy in a good way. Staying Alive, which had like a sample from the Bee Gees. The beat is crazy. The video was hype. I can only do the beginning of it because I had a basketball game that day. And I tell you, if I could have, I would have done the whole video because it was just fun. What was it like to work with TCO? I won't stunt. TCO is one of the coolest dudes I've met in terms of like artists. I've met many artists, but like he takes his craft so seriously. But he's comfortable in it. It's not like he takes it seriously and he's all like, oh, this needs to go this way, this needs to go that way, this needs to go that way. He asked me what I want to do, ideas I had. I ran it by him. He said, all right, that's cool. Let's run with it. We ran with it. And in about 3 takes, we had it done. 3 takes. You know what I mean? I would like to work more with him in the future, on my whether projects is me or projects with him, because he's a cool dude to work with. The atmosphere was chill. We had people that were watching us film, laughing, because it was just a good vibe generally. So yeah, it was an amazing experience to work with him. Hopefully, I could work with more people that are like him. If not, then boy, he's going to be at the top of the list of I would say business-minded people that didn't let the business turn them out. Because you got people who are very successful at doing things, but it's turned them out. So they're not the same person that they were coming into it. They're this soulless individual who's business, gotta be business. And like they're so busy they forgot how to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Like they do their work, then they come home and do more work. They wake up in the morning thinking about work, then they go to work to do the work, and then going home. After they're home from work, they're still doing work, and they don't realize that you need to live as apart from working. So yeah, TCO, amazing experience, awesome dude. Definitely look forward to doing projects with him in the future, and projects that I'm writing myself. I have him in mind for them. So yes, So that's gonna be the question for this week because I won't lie to you, I have been working a ridiculous amount, and as I told you, my schedule. Normally I'm sleeping by 10 because wake up at 5 a.m. So yeah. Recent events. All right. Lego Movie Part 2. Let me make this clear. I have no problem with the Lego Movie. I like the song, Everything is Awesome. I like that. I think it's a really cheesy but fun song. I like it. It's cool. My beef is this. They've made Lego Movie 2. They've made Cars 2. They've made Despicable Me 2. And these are all good. Where is the Expendables? That was the wrong word. Where is the Incredibles Part 2? The Incredibles, not the Expendables, they're not in Pixar. No, where is the Incredibles Part 2? The Incredibles was an amazing movie. It had a good story, it had a good lesson about family, and it had Samuel Jackson. What more could you ask for? But for some reason, the number 2 on that is just being spoken about now, whereas you've had so many other not as good Pixar or DreamWorks or whatever movies coming out in 2s and 3s and whatever. It's like, come on. The Incredibles didn't do bad in the movie theater, It did good, really good. The DVD sold out crazy, unless my facts are all completely wrong. But they did really good. So why, in the name of Jehuska, why isn't there a Part 2? I mean, Lego Movie, it's great, make a Part 2. But it really kills me that they don't make, maybe there's a reason, like deep down, they thought The Incredibles had like the wrong type of effect, because there was one moment in The Incredibles where there was like a sexual-esque message sent across by the flexible girl, well, when she was flexible girl, but, I mean, come on now, you got freaking a penis in the cover for, what is it, Little Mermaid, so, but, yeah, that bugs me, but like I said, I have no beef with the Lego Movie. What else? This is actually crazy. A game has been created to make slavery fun for kids. Okay. First off, let's go over the, logistics and the technicalities. No, slavery is nothing funny. No, slavery is nothing to laugh at. It was a serious experience for black people, put through very hard times. And it wasn't just black people, it was Indians, it was whoever they can get their hands and try to make them work. Black people were the ones who worked the hardest and didn't die in the intensity of the sun after the lashings. So yes, for all intents and purposes, slavery is not funny. But let me tell you why this game is funny. They did all the things right when they made this game, this slavery game, fun for kids, Can you imagine the taglines? Slavery for kids. It's a whipping good time. No. You'll find yourself chained to the computer playing this game. Oh my goodness. It's beating the competition. Okay, that was my last one. But so the main character is a 14-year-old girl, right? And she's going through life of like how slavery is from her eye and how it would be. First, I gotta say, it was smart to make her a girl, not a woman, and it was smart to make her 14, and I'll say why. Well, girls at that age, not saying all of them weren't, but the majority of them weren't being raped at that age. Okay. Secondly, it's a girl, so she didn't have to. Oh, snap! Hold on. Oh, my boy's calling me. Okay, damn. I hate missing a call from my boy because, you never know, what's happening on the other side. You don't want to ignore a call. The next, he was getting beat up by 6 dudes and he called me for help. I'd feel bad, but so I have to holler him after this podcast. But yes, so so men caught the worst when it came to slavery. Now, let me say this again. Yes, women got it bad too. They were raped and stuff. But, and I do say but, I rarely say but I say but, they were kept with the children to keep the children, not so broken. But the men, they took the men to God knows where. They raped their wives in front of them. They were freaking, if you were on the plantation, slave, black guy, playing on the plantation, and one of the women, the white women, the master's wife or master's sister or anyone related to master look at you and smile and or wink, you getting a lashing. Why? Because you were the object of her wink or her smile or her giggle. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You just get a lashing just for it. So it was good that they picked her. Picked a girl. So they don't have to cover those type of issues, which were commonplace, I must say. What else? Yeah, now, they're trying to teach slavery, but there's never, ever going to be a way that you can teach slavery in the way that they would like you to. They want to teach slavery in a way like, do. Good morning, Sam. Hey, Kate, how are you doing? Oh, well, I'm going to go pick some cotton. How many are you going to pick today? I don't know, just until my fingers bleed, and, I almost pass out due to the heat, and maybe for all my troubles, I may get a bowl of porridge from Massa. It's not Blue's Clues. It's not Dora the Explorer. Oh my God, Dora the Explorer. Could you really imagine if they had a Dora the Explorer as slave game, It was like, good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pick, here kids yelling, cotton, 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 cotton. That's right. We're going to pick cotton. 1 and 2 and 3 bulbs. 4 and 5 and 6 bulbs. Uh-oh. Where are we going to put the cotton, kids? In the basket. That's right. In the basket. Putting the cotton in the basket and putting the cotton in the basket. It's just... I am so gonna burn for this, but it's just, I go on record in saying that I am an asshole and I have my moments. But yeah, there's not gonna be a way they could teach slavery in a way which is clean and palatable for kids, because it's not. Slavery was a horrible thing, and there's no niceties about it. It's not, it's not math. Math is like, if I have 2 apples. And you have 2 apples, and we put them together, we have 4 apples. The slavery version would never be nice. So if Toby don't pick 4 bales of cotton by 3 o'clock, how many lashings? It won't work. It will never work. You can't teach slavery in that nicey nice school way. I'm not saying that it's got to be, and they whipped him till he bled. No, it's nothing like that. But at the end of the day, slavery, there's nothing nice or what is it, palatable that you can serve it as. So, yes. I used to hate being taught black history as a kid. Not because I hated the history, but it was always so gruesome and so, like, downtrodden and so hard. It's just like, bruh, you could really feel the pain. Reading about the Underground Railroad, it's just like, these dudes had two choices. Live a life of death or risk death for life. Really? My hardest choice nowadays is, do I wear my blue jeans or my black jeans? I never had to deal with stuff like that. So, and it's crazy because everyone was like, slavery, it happened and stuff, but you should deal with it. Sure, bruh. Something that happens for 400 years doesn't just happen. It's not like, it was a week and then, they read up and realize it was a bad thing. Nah, for over 400 years. There's 365 days in a year. In a year, right? So if there's 365 days in a year, or 400 years, what's 3 times 4? And add them zeros. Over 12,000 days. I'm probably effing this math up. Maybe it's like 1,200. 1,200 days of slavery. Come on. But yeah, to make it a game is just ridiculous. You're never going to be able to do it in the way they want to do it. So, hey. But yes, I'm going to move on to the main actually, no, let me sit to the upcoming. Alright, like I said, I am working on the Good Guy's Guide to Keep the Girl, and I should have had it done way back, but like I said, technical difficulties. But I'm working it, and I really want, not really ladies, because I don't really expect ladies to take too much to it, but brothers out there, I would like to get as much support from the dudes as possible. And I don't mean the dudes that are my age. No, you guys are already lost. There's no hope for you. I'm talking about the younger dudes at the 30, 40, 15, because at the end of the day, those are the impressionable dudes that meet that one female who talks that nonsense about a friend zone, which warps the whole guy's logic, because he's like, wait a minute, I was honest, I was respectful, I was upfront, and I didn't get her. Maybe I need to lie. And then he does, and it works. So, yeah, that's what I'm aiming this at. So, just to put that one out there. Also, Guap Magazine. Oh, I'm so glad to be a part of that. I had a meet and greet the other day. It was really fun. We went over, future projects and stuff. And your boy's going to be hosting university shows. I'm talking about events at unis. Your boy's going to be hosting it. And it's a good look. I'm excited because I like to be on stage in front of peoples and stuff. But when the lights are on at university things, you can't see anyone anywhere. It's just all just silhouettes. You just see black silhouettes, no matter what complexion the person is. It's just all black silhouettes. So yeah. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So main topics. UKIP. Now, in the UK, there's a party called UKIP. Now they're made out to be primarily racist. Now I've looked them up. They are not racist per se, but they want to keep the country whole, if that makes sense. Now, that can be perceived as being racist or just selfish. But one of the main points they're coming from is the NHS. Because the NHS, the National Health Service, they're overworked in the UK, completely overworked. And it's not, they try to make it out because immigrants keep coming in from different countries and using the NHS, that's why it's overworked. Nah. First off, you can't even get in the door of a hospital, like NHS hospital. I'm talking about, you can't even be seen if you are not a citizen. If you ain't a citizen, you ain't got that date of birth that leads to a passport, you ain't getting seen. Point blank. So let's make that very, very clear. You could be dying. They will fix you up, and after they fix you up just enough, they will send you out. Because the UK looks out for its own in the sense if you're a citizen, they'll go the distance for you. They give you the housing, get your income support, get your benefits, whatever. But if you ain't from here, bruh, it is like a gang. Seriously, it's like, you ain't from around here now, it's your boy. And you is not getting to get no health care, no benefit, no nada. So until you get that red little book that says, you can travel wherever, you're not really going to get seen. Next off, a lot of people are hypochondriacs in this day and age. Why? Because you got things like the media that's fear-mongering by saying, Ebola's everywhere, Ebola! Or D-Bola, like they say, it's D-Bola! Everyone see D-Bola get shook. And everyone gets shook because everyone's a hypochondriac because of the media and because they think they're going to get sick or, oh my God, I think I have SARS. Something stupid because people just can't, be commonly sick anymore. It has to lead to something bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where you can validate your own hypochondria. So, yeah. Hypochondria? Yeah, I think it's the right word. Anyway. So, yes. Comedy. Now, I was asked, do I find a particular comedian funny? I personally said, they're funny, their work ethic is crazy, and I respect it, but I don't find them funny. Now, the people took offense, like, how could you find this person funny? I'm sorry. I come from an age where Richard Pryor, Eddie Griffin, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, those were the pioneers. And yes, I know there's Jamie Foxx, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer. I know there's lots and lots of comedians. You can go on and on. But I'm saying for me, personally, and these dudes had at one point in time made me laugh to the point where I could not breathe. That is a great comedian. Someone who can dive in and out of different topics and they make you laugh and they make you think. But if you're just talking about the one same thing about how you're inadequate in life, I don't find that always going to be funny. Sorry. So, yeah, comedy for me nowadays, I mean, you got Kay and Peele who are freaking hilarious. I love those dudes. Those dudes are hilarious. If you don't know Kay and Peele, check them out on, Comedy Central or on YouTube. Just type Kay and Peele and bang, will pop up. They were on Mad TV before Mad TV was ended. And, so, you could definitely check out those two. Those guys are freaking hilarious. But yeah, my comedy, boy, I don't even listen to a lot of new comedy nowadays. I'm not even interested. I generally just stick to what I know. Whether that's, Raw, Eddie Murphy, whether that's Voodoo Child, Eddie Griffin, or Dysfunctional Family, Dave Chappelle for what it's worth. I stick to those. I do. Or Killing Him Softly, Dave Chappelle. Oh, that was funny. I just stick to what I know because a lot of new comedians don't do nothing for me. They don't. What's been popular recently? The Oscars. Everyone's talking about the Oscars. The Oscars. Now, the Oscars, I did not watch them. I saw the clips and stuff. Travolta's he's a boss. Only he could get away with the craziness that he got away with. No, anyone else would, been tasered. Kissing Scarlett Johansson on the cheek and the hand on the stomach and that little weird, I know you, but I'm not really that cool for you ways. It's good to see you. Good to see you. It was that weird thing. What else? Dresses. Now, I, once upon a time, thought I understood what a word meant. I have now come to understand that I don't realize what this word meant at all. This word is cleavage. To me, cleavage is when the breasts were pushed together and then there was a divide in the middle. That's what I thought cleavage was. Now, the line, that's what I thought it was. I have been grossly misinformed. Now, cleavage, from what the dictionary tells me, is the space, the area between the breasts. That's it. So every girl has cleavage. Every female. And the news will try to say things like, oh, and she's showing off ample cleavage. It's literally the sternum. That's all it is. Hell, I've got cleavage. Right here. My sternum. Everyone has cleavage. It is nothing impressive the way the media tries to sell it. Like, oh, you see that cleavage? It was way too much cleavage. No, it wasn't. If you have anything less than a B plus cup, you ain't got cleavage. You have sternum. They need to adequately describe it. Like, oh my goodness, the sternum that she's showing is so much sternum. Have you seen it? It's amazing the way the red dress just pronounces the sternum. That's what they should call it, because it ain't cleavage. Stop trying to sell things that ain't actually happening. But what else? At the Oscars, there was a lot of speeches. Lots and lots of speeches, which I thought were, cool. One of the speeches that got me, I have to say, was the Common John Legend speech. Now, it got me for a different reason. It wasn't because of what they said. It wasn't because of how they said it. It's because John Legend had to get an Oscar. Why? Because his name's John Legend, not John Average, not John Below Average or John Subpar. His name is John Legend. I bet he already has a space for the Oscar on his trophy case. He's like, and there you go. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen. He's John Legend. Common, hey, name speaks for itself. He's cool. Whether he got the Oscar, don't got the Oscar, no one really expected that much of him. Why? Because he's Common. But John Legend, Jesus, that name is astronomical. It's like, you know, if I was Brandon One Punch Palmer, it's just like, you don't expect my fights last longer than 50 seconds. Why? Because I'm One Punch, good night. That's me. One Punch Palmer. That's what I do. But but yeah, John Legend, that had to happen. But another reason, I'm sorry, my phone low. Another reason why that speech got to me. Whenever a black guy robs someone, all black guys are thieves. When a black guy doesn't take care of his kids, all black guys don't take care of their kids. Whenever a black guy is, messed up, every black guy messed up. But I have not heard, not once, all black guys are Oscar bound. Never. Haven't heard it yet. I'm still waiting. Because whenever it's something bad, you can generalize black guys. Whenever it's something good, yeah, those two did something good. It's ridiculous. It is. And another thing, equal rights. Now, let's get this clear. Equal rights for women means equal rights for everyone. Because it's equal. Maybe I've gotten it wrong, but to me, that's my understanding. So, for women to get paid the same as men, there's only one thing that needs to be, made sure of. That they're doing the same work as the men. If you can do the same work as me at a job, you need to get paid exactly what I get paid. I will say this for the record. If I am working, whether you're male or female, Chihuahua, I don't care. If you and me are doing a job, but I'm working harder than you, and you're getting paid more than me, or we're doing the same job and I get paid less than you, and I do more than you, I'm upset. I don't care if you're male, female, whatever. If you say you want this job that you want to be treated equally at, you need to do exactly what I do. Exactly what I do. But it doesn't work out like that, does it? One time, I had some groceries delivered to my house, and this girl came up with 2 empty hands. I'm looking at her like, I didn't order no delivery bag. I didn't order no invisible bags. Where's the shopping? So she looks at me and she says, can you come downstairs and pick up the bags? Because I can't carry them up these stairs. Bruh. I am a nice guy and I understand the trials that people go through. And I don't know if she had knee problems. I don't know. She could have got kicked in the chest by a horse. I don't know what's up with her. Her knees could have been buckling. I don't know. I don't. But one thing I do know is that you got a uniform on and you're supposed to be delivering groceries. So whether it's 1 flight or 7, you need to get them bags up these stairs or take a pay cut. And it's messed up because there are a few women that generally work hard at their job, and they just get swindled because, they're not, a man, and it's really messed up. But that's not all. That's not all. Unfortunately, you've got women that want to play that want chivalry and equal rights and women's rights, which is like a plethora of confusion. How do you want equal women's chivalrous? You can't get all that. Because it's like you want the door to be held open for you, but you want the door to be held open for you in a way where you can still assert your independence. So you want me to open the door, but you'll hold it just to make sure that you got your independence. I haven't really seen many times where a girl opens a door for a guy. If we want to talk about equality, I'll tell you what happened. This is equality. I was at the cash machine, ATM, right? Taking out some money. And this girl was like, oh, Brandon, can you let me go after you? And I was like, nah, I can't. She was like, why not? Equal rights. It was a line. I can't let you cut. That's not equal. Nah, that's, superiority. I can't let you do that. Sorry, equal rights. Got to fight for you guys. Getting crazy. But if you want equal rights, you got to be able to back it up with equal effort. Equal rights needs to be met by equal effort. If equal effort is happening, then you deserve equal rights, But I don't feel that you should be getting the same as me if you're not doing the same as me. If you're not treated the same as me. I'm putting it out there. If you're getting in the club for free, we're not talking equal rights here. We're not talking equal rights. I'm sorry. Let's be really real right now. If if you're going off the premise of you want things to be bought for you or first date, the guy should pay, you've literally just given up your equal rights. You know, there should be like a sticker, like 2 types of stickers: equal rights, non-equal rights stickers. Now, the non-equal rights stickers, you ladies can get into the club for free. You know, you get some free drinks or whatever. You know, you oh my goodness, my phone's popping off. Free drinks and all the rest of that crap, but you get treated like dirt sometimes, you know, because you know you're not equal. Then you got the other women, you know, then you got the equal rights ones. They don't want things paid for them on the first date. They don't want the door to be opened up for them all the time. They can hold the door too. They can grab a handle. They can open the door, and though you know, just get balanced out. That'll never happen. But yeah, the whole equal rights thing, I get where it's coming from, but being really real, I can't say that equal rights can exist if you want women's rights and the chivalrousness thing or chivalry needs to be happening from a guy. It just won't work. It won't. It won't. What else? Goodness. Now, I realized a lot of the people in Forbes magazine, a lot of the people who are rich or wealthy, people who own basketball teams, Donald Sterling, whatever. These people have money. These people are wealthy. But more important than anything else, they have a rich slash wealthy. They have a rich slash wealthy mind frame. Their mind frame is rich. Their mind frame is wealthy. They're not thinking poor. Unfortunately, and this is Black History Month, so I'll segue it. Black History Month in America. A lot of black families have a poor mind frame. So they're poor when they have money. They're poor when they don't have money. They're poor when they're making money. Because their mind frame is that of a poor mind frame. They're thinking about what bills they got to pay. They're thinking about how much they're going to have left. They're thinking about how little they're making. They think about how hard life is. They think about how expensive groceries are. They're just thinking about, you know, how hard things are. They're given their mental mind frame. They're given that disposition of everything is a struggle. When you're rich or you have that rich mind frame, only thing you see is opportunity. You think opportunity, you see opportunity, you smell opportunity, and you make it happen. And everything's on the up and up every single time. There isn't any such thing as good experiences or bad experiences. Good and bad experiences don't happen in life. It's honestly just your perception. If your perception is that of everything that happens to you has a benefit and an opportunity and a purpose, you're flying high in the sky. You're at the end of the rainbow. You're freaking killing it. But if your mind is that of a poor mind frame of degradation and pain and struggle and stuff, then you're going to see 1 pound. You're like, oh, God, I only got 1 pound. Or a rich guy's like, hey, I got 1 pound. This is balling. I got 1 pound. So, yeah, and the thing is, you see that poor mind frame a lot in, you know, black families. And the shame isn't that it's had, but it's passed down to kids. A lot of people think that they need something material to pass down to their children of a monetary value, maybe a house. No. Only thing you really need to pass down to your kids, being honest, is a mind frame that anything is achievable with the right amount of effort. That is the best thing you can pass down to your kids. You know, it'd be like, well, you know what, Pops, he maybe didn't have billions. Hell, he may not have had thousands. But one thing I learned is that Pops will keep working. Regardless of how hard life gets, no matter what's thrown at him, Pops keeps working. Why? Because that's how Pops does. And that's a lesson to take forward, you know? So, yes, that is definitely something that's affecting a lot of people. I used to have a very poor mind frame, and I was able to work myself out of it due to influence of a lot of mentally rich and wealthy people. Most of them are white, I won't stunt, but yeah, it was due to their influence I was able to really dig myself out of that poor mind frame and just get myself into one of like, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I can do that. I can do this. Opportunities. Everything is awesome. I got opportunities all around me. Everything is awesome. Yeah, you know, like exactly. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. But yes. And my last point, love. Love. Never knew what I was missing. Sorry. Love isn't something that is easily attained. Or should I say being in love isn't? You know, in love, when you love someone, that's by default. You're around them long enough, you love them. But to be in love, that's something that takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of... and the work and effort has major payoffs. Don't get it twisted, but it does require work and effort, focus, tenacity, dedication, loyalty, and most importantly, heart. love ain't for cowards. If you're scared or if you're afraid of anything in a relationship, you ain't built for love. Love is not about fear. Love is about opening yourself up to that person and completely letting them explore your vulnerability. Why? Because then you can explore their vulnerability and you guys truly know each other. But when you're shook, scared, afraid, don't want to trust, Tyrone messed you up, so you don't want to trust no guy, you aren't building yourself up for being in love. Only thing you're setting yourself up for is a very distant failure and a half-hearted relationship. I had to put that one out there. Because it's crazy. You see all these things and it talks about, oh, love is pain and love is sorrow. Nah, son. That's your love, not my love. My love is awesome. But it really boils down to how brave you're willing to be with this love. If you're not willing to be brave with this love, you're not going to get anything from it. Nothing. Nada. One last point. Okay. The media. I get that the media doesn't like black men. I get it. But white men, I didn't expect to see what I saw. The guy who played, Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey? Or Julian Grey? I don't know his name. I didn't watch that. I didn't read the book. I don't care. But he pulled out of doing the second one because his wife wasn't comfortable with the sexual scenes that were going on. And that's a really admirable thing because it's not like he's just turning down a chance to be on screen. The brother's turning down money. He's turning down cash. You know how many dudes would have heard what she said and said, well, I think divorce is in the cards. He actually said, you know what, baby, I hear that. I won't do the next one. She's like, what, really? That is a loyal dude. She better not ever even think of the word divorce for him to make that type of, sacrifice. Because it shows that he truly, really cares. It does. And that's all good. So, Brandon, why do you bring this up? It's all good. I'll tell you why. Because in the headline for the article, it said whipped. Whipped. Why is this dude whipped? Because he wants to honor his female. Guys can't win. If he would have did it anyway, he would have been this misogynistic jackanini that, didn't appreciate the feelings of his wife. But now he did go through and said, nah, I'm not with it, guys. You pull me out. Now what? He's whipped. There's no winning. As a guy, there's no winning. Ladies, you'll never understand. You never understand. We experience these no-win situations every day of our lives. We talk to a girl, and then it's like, well, I thought you were interested in me. That's why I looked at you and gave you the double wink. The hell, I thought something was in your eye. No, I gave you the double wink. And then since you never, read my mind and knew that you needed to come talk to me, I just talked to another dude. Or this one. Well, yeah, when you talked to me, I just wasn't in the right place of mind to really hear that. And just sort of turned me off the idea of getting with you completely. There's no winning as a guy. None whatsoever. Or check this one out. You have a car. Yeah, well, I like the fact you have a car, but I really think that a guy with a car sort of stifles my independence, so I'm not really interested. Don't have a car. Well, I like a guy who really has a car because that shows that a man takes his life seriously enough to really take his female places. There is no winning! As a guy, you can't win. You'll never win. All you'll do is survive. And I'm talking about until you meet that female that actually has sense in her head and not the rest of the ones that don't have sense and play that whole double standards game. But yes, people, it is 43 minutes and 24 seconds. Your boy's got to cut out because my nose is all blocked up. You can't hear. And I need to drink some water because my throat's getting all raspy. But thank you very much for the podcast. Guys, get at me if you have any issues. Holla at your boy. It's just Brandon. So IJBPC at Outlook.com. So that's IJBPC at Outlook.com. On the Vine, it's just Brandon. Get at me. I just made a new Vine last night about, when the beef is real. Also, if you want to get any more info on the Good Guys Guide to Keep the Girl, holla at me on the Twitter. It's just Brandon. And if you really want to show your support, it's just Brandon, bruh, on the Facebook. I say this again and again. It's just Brandon. Not it's just. It's just Brandon. ItsJusBrandon. And if you want me on Snapchat, it's BRANDONN because my first one got blocked. So it's just Brandon with 2 N's for the Snapchat. People, it's been real. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. God bless. Have a great week. Good night.